Day in the life of an executive director of an assisted living community here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. We've got a lot of important things going on today. Right now, we have 2 open apartments. We have finished every single month at 100% occupancy since July of last year. So over a year of finishing at 100%. And right now we have 2 apartments open, and you'll hear this term a lot, 0 days of lost revenue. And essentially what that means is not letting an apartment sit open, because every day that it sits open, you're essentially not collecting money on that room or bed, depending on if you're in a skilled nursing facility or a hospital. But in this scenario, and with really healthcare administration in general, every single day that a bed or a room sits open, you're never going to get that money back. In other businesses, if you sell a service or a product, you can just go sell a lot more that next month. Maybe one month, let's just say, for example, you're selling chocolate bars. Your goal is to sell 100 chocolate bars a month. Well, month 1, you sell 100. Month 2, you sell 90. And then month 3, you sell 110. Well, guess what? In the grand scheme of things, you're still on track for your overall goal. But when it comes to healthcare administration, you don't get those days back, because like us in our scenario, we've been at 100% occupancy for over a year now. And so those rooms are full. I can't put 3 people in one room and triple charge that room. That's not how it works. There is a fixed amount of revenue that we can generate month over month. Now, there are ways that we can increase that revenue, and that's something we're going to do today. That's a big pressure. And so the biggest lever that I can pull as an administrator or as a director is I've got to get those rooms filled. And so that's a big priority today. We're going to be making some calls, making some follow-up phone calls of past tours. And we actually have one tour today that we're going to be doing and showing a family a prospective room. So let's get in there. Let's go have a good day, and let me show you the project that we're working on. So when I took over about a year ago, there were a few big things that I wanted to do. One, I wanted to replace this bus. And you see that picture of what it used to look like. So luckily it looks better. But we actually bought a new bus, and I'll show you that one here in a minute. But the other thing too, I wanted to add these flags here on the side, just so people know where we're at. We're across the street from the largest gym in the Coeur d'Alene area. And so I wanted to make sure that everybody knows where we're at. So I put a bunch of streaming flags across the way there. And then here's our new van. So thing looks nice, but you know, look good, play good, look good, feel good, look good, all the above. But the other project that we're working on, like I said, we can't really increase revenue any other way other than adding rooms or really increasing pricing. But the other day I was in our break room and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, why is this not a bedroom, or why is this not an apartment? And so what did I do? Made a few phone calls. We're turning the break room into an apartment, and we're cutting my office in half and turning that into the break room. So let me show you. So here is my office. We're getting ready to do the renovation. So this half is going to be the break room, and this half will be my office. The idea is we're going to put a wall right there. And so what I'm kind of thinking is I'm just going to do some like floating shelves or a bookcase right here with some cool things. I think I'm going to put like a dinosaur head, Dallas Cowboys helmet, lightsaber, some cool things that I'm kind of thinking of. Picture of a moose and a few things. And let me go show you where that new apartment's going to be. Well, like I was saying, I was in our break room and I just thought to myself, why is this not a studio apartment? And so let me show you what we're doing to turn this into an apartment. And you know, at the end of the day, that's going to generate more revenue, probably between low end 5 to 8 grand a month of additional revenue that we're able to capitalize on by just simply adding a new room. And like I said, with anyone in healthcare admin, the only way to increase revenue is to add rooms or add beds. You can't just go sell more one month. And so this is just a creative way that we are making improvements. Okay, so coming around the corner here, this is going to be the new door. to this new apartment. This is the break room. That's the current status of our break room. So we've got improvements to make, but essentially we've already got the bathroom in place. So ADA compliant, but we're gonna put a shower here. So this wall's coming down. This is gonna be a closet. This wall is coming down. And I don't know what this is doing here, but whatever. So you can see the resident that's moving in, because she's getting antsy, I had her start doing some demo with a hammer. But this wall is gonna come down. So essentially it's gonna be from here, straight down, door. Essentially half this laundry room is gonna become the new apartment. Like I was saying, came in here and I was like, why is this not a studio apartment? It's got a beautiful view of the mountains, the pine trees, and if we were to just open it up a little bit, add a shower, we got ourselves a new studio apartment. And it's a win-win. So, yeah, look at that view. Getting creative. So, if you're at a facility or a building and you're like, we got to make more money, go figure out where you can build an apartment. So it's probably going to cost us a little under $100,000 to do it. So give or take, we'll pay it back in 9 to 12 months. So kind of a no-brainer. Then the other piece, we are updating all of the lobby furniture. So that is a big priority on the to-do list, but we're getting there. Painted this recently white because right now everything in our building is this nasty green. So we got some work to do, but we're gonna keep chipping away. All right, what a day. So tomorrow morning they're coming in to wall this back half off and we're gonna start construction over here. And so I've got to move everything over here before I head out today. And so far, you know, just dealing with small problems. I think as an executive director, at the end of the day, you are the person that can make changes, and you're gonna be the person that gets maybe the complaints. And it's really hard because you're trying to, in my other video I talk about this, you've got to take everything personally. You have to have this strong desire to get better. And it can be exhausting because also at the same time, it is so hard to be perfect. You're working with people. It is so hard to get everybody rowing in the right direction. It's hard to have everybody care as much as you do. And so you got to have this balance. And so what I'm currently trying to do is I am trying to be better at holding my people accountable and setting those expectations. I can't correct or be upset if I've never set the expectation properly. And so that's something I am trying to do better, because when I took over, I had no experience as a healthcare administrator. I had no idea what I was doing, honestly. And so now that I've been doing this for a while, I see where I have struggled as a leader and I'm trying to course correct. So right now I am just building out expectations for each one of my managers and the expectation that I have for them. And that way, on a weekly basis, we're going to sit down, we're going to evaluate, and we're going to keep track of our goals and make sure that we are hitting them. And this is where now I can hold them accountable in the right way, setting the expectation, holding them accountable to it, and guess what? Most of the time, people are going to respond really well. And so right now, I am just going through each department: housekeeping, maintenance, dietary, nursing, administrative work. I'm going through each one of these, and we are just making goals. I'm setting my goals that I have for them. They're also putting together some goals that they have for themselves, and we're just going to keep chipping away at everything. The other reason for this system or process that I'm establishing is there's really three pieces to assisted living. One is your employee culture, two is your resident satisfaction, and then three is your operations or your business excellence. And that just kind of comes down to, are you making money? Are you being successful financially? And my department managers, my managers, those are the three things they know that I am biggest on. And so my goal is, can every department have their best month in the same month? Because you know what's happening, not that we're on autopilot, but when you're kind of coasting, 3 out of the 5 departments do really well. 4 out of the 5 departments do really well. You know, there's going to be a month where maybe only 2 of the 5 departments do well. And it's always changing. And I don't expect everyone to be perfect, but if we can consistently have everybody rowing in the right direction at the right time, that's how you go from good to great. It's when everybody's locked in at the same time on the same thing at the same month. And so that's what we're focused on right now, is just getting everybody in alignment and striving to have their best month every single month at the same time. And also, I'll just have a good idea of where the business is going to finish and be able to project a little bit more accurately as to where we're going to land for the month. So anyways, that's what I'm working on as a director, and it is time to get this place cleaned up and get that moved over and get this project started. All right, office is all pushed to one side. Later, as we kind of figure out how we're gonna do my office, new setup, new configuration, but that's a story for another time. Well, I did have a pretty big office, but there we go.